right. Hello. Hi. I've never been to a poetry slam before, so this is fun. Um, Thank you. Thank you. So, this is called Inheritance. And if any of your grandparents have grown up during the Great Depression, this is for you. All right, let's get sad. Summer, in which I am small. She stores away stack upon stacks of magazines. One is up to my hip, the rest in the china cabinet, the coffee table, and in the for later, she says. Summer, in which my brother visits. He throws them away. She screams, protests, locks herself in her room. In the dying star of her outburst, I find her buying candles. For later, she says, they're pumpkin. They are, in fact, for later, but we never use them. I'm allergic, but she knew that. Winter, in which I am even smaller, my father visits. He makes war negotiations out of cleaning my room. It is riddled with unresolved sentiments, a million objects I don't remember, outgrown clothes, faded homework from 2 years ago. For later, I say, for a future that doesn't exist. Spring. My brother gives me half of his spine. We clean the house together while my mother recovers from surgery. She can't stop us. For once in our lives, we decide what leaves and what to keep. For later, we reclaim. Later is a sacred word, and though the reward be brief, this is, in fact, for later, but for a purpose. We were the parents, never once the child. Autumn. I visit my girlfriend's house. Her family has 8 pets and 7 people cramped among a sea of baubles. We break up. Something doesn't feel right. I don't understand until later. Later is a clean word from the right mouth. It is always autumn in this retrospection. Between 9 siblings sits 30 years receipts, 2 generations and 7 sons, toy trains, 3 tables of unused china, and boxes of old newspapers so high they touch the ceiling. They share little other than this inheritance. For later, her parents explain, you never know when you might lose everything. Those things were, in fact, for later. 2 generations later, at the close of a patriarch's casket, an axe to a disheveled family tree, pruning shears, clipping weeds. 8 of 9 siblings disseminate and discard an entire estate of later. We are the present genealogy, and we choose when the inheritance ends. The casket is buried, and I find her buying candles. Her inheritance lines the walls. 60 years of hereditary neuroses. Every comfort is an heirloom. When she dies, they die with her. This knowledge is for later, a promise no longer filled with someone else's damage. Thank you.